How hard is that going to be on you guys to have to go back east, short week, and are you going to alter when you practice? Are you going to go at 10 in the morning?
Wow, you got good thoughts, don't you? Absolutely. I mean, we're going to do what, again, our organization, our players, myself, and it starts with me. I'm going to do everything I can to put this team in the best opportunity to win a game. Will we practice in the morning? You better believe we will. And we'll start early, and we'll prepare ourselves to go and play at the time that we're going to play in Buffalo, and that's what we'll do. And I think our guys understand it, and they're looking forward to it.
With the short week and having played in Denver already, did you contemplate at all going to Buffalo from Denver?
No, I didn't. I think, just with everything that's gone on, just how fast training camp got here, getting the players in here, going through training camp, the preseason schedule. I mean, you still have to have your players have a sense of home. They got to feel like some guys are still looking for places to stay, and so I think you have to have them feel grounded and have a place that they can call home, and this is our home. This is our facility, and I think they like to come back here, recharge their batteries, and then go back and do what we do, which is try to win games.
Your defensive line just set the tone for what you guys did last night.
Absolutely, and our offensive line did too. I mean, like I said, 5 sacks, and you rushed for 190 yards. I mean, that's a pretty good statement on opening day.
With McFadden, has it gotten to a point now where you give him the ball enough time so he'll make a big play, do something great? Is that the confidence you have in him now? I
just have tremendous confidence in the football player. It's not so much I give it to him enough times. I just know he has some special ability, and eventually, I'm not going to say enough time, but eventually he's going to make a play, and he just does. And same thing with Michael Bush. I mean, that 11-yard run is as good as a 50-yard run in the situation where it happened, So those guys are really good players, but again, they can't do it without that offensive line blocking and finishing people.
Coach, speaking of McFadden, early on you threw one wildcat in there and never saw it again. Is that just to keep the defense thinking?
I can't, you never know. I mean, we might see a little bit of everything. I keep telling you, we're not going to be a vanilla offensive football team. We're going to continue to grow and get better. And, again, this whole group, we've been together, obviously, however many weeks it's been since training camp. Obviously, we're growing on some of the things from last year. But we're still a work in progress. This whole team is. But I tell you what, there's some great pieces here to work with, and I think these guys are excited and working hard towards our goal.
Coach, talk about Jason's performance last night. I mean, sort of a caretaker performance. He did miss a pass on the long pass from the end zone that could have been a big play for you.
Well, I think he did a good job. He's 1-0 this year. And the thing about quarterback play in the National Football League is winning. And Jason Campbell right now today is 1-0 in his division, and that's what matters. Are there plays that we all wish we had back? Not just him. I think there's a lot of players that tell you the plays they wish they had back. But at the end of the day, I think what we're most excited about is winning a football game last night in Denver.
On the play where Chris forced the fumble, I think Denver got the ball back. Was that the type of play that you want to see the DBs attempting to make?
Are you talking about the ball that was sitting there and looked like forever?
Yeah.
That was saying, please, Raiders, grab me, and we couldn't get? Oh, yeah, that one. There's no question. We're getting our hands on the ball more, and that's why Rod Woodson's here and Kevin Ross is here. I mean, we've seen our defensive backs getting their hands on the ball and turning and looking and playing the ball. All the things you guys have been harping at me about the past 4 weeks, we're getting them corrected. And as I keep telling you, it's the same thing with this penalty thing. We'll get it right. Give me a little time. We will get this thing right.
Is that DHB's best game you've seen him play?
No, I don't think so. I know we talk about DHB a lot, but DHB made some clutch plays last night. I don't think it was his best game. I know what you're saying, because when he catch him, caught it and ran with the ball. And no, I think that's Darius. I think Darius is playing football the way he can play. This is the best game he's played this year. Thus far. This year, this year, because he's played in the preseason. So, I mean, that's the best game he's played this year. Yeah, excuse me, so I see what you're saying. Yeah, he did. I mean, but I expect more from him. I think there's a lot more in there. I really do. I think he's truly coming on.
Pardon me for address this, Coach, but through camp and through everything you've preached the build a bully. Was last night kind of evidence of what you've been talking about?
You better believe it was. 5 sacks. Domination by the defensive line on an offensive line. You rushed for 190 yards, averaged 4.9 yards a carry. If somebody tell me we can do that every game as far as rushing the ball and getting sacks, I'm going to tell you we're going to win a lot of games. I promise you that.
On the punt return, what did you see that they brought back with?
I seen that the ball got kicked really far by Shane Leckler, who was an unbelievable foot. And then all of a sudden, we broke down on coverage on the left side, and maybe kind of outkicked our coverage a little bit, and the guy was able to make a play, and we weren't able to get it stopped. That's unfortunate, but again, that's something we got to correct. I mean, we don't want anybody bringing the ball back at us like that. We have some tremendous athletes, and we have some guys that can make the play, and we need to get that guy down on the ground.
You said to outkick the coverage. Is that something you want to address with Shane and not kicking it that far?
No, that's not what. No, the coverage guys got to know. I mean, sometimes when you kick a ball, you're not sure how far that thing's going, But once you realize as a coverage unit, it is in the air a little bit longer than what you're accustomed to it being there, because normally there's a rhythm to a punt, And I think the guys got to understand this one went a long ways, and then all of a sudden we have to attack the guys that's returning the ball a little differently.
Coach, when Seabass kicked it, no doubt?
No doubt in my mind. None whatsoever. A lot of people, I've had so many people text me and say, Coach, there was no emotion on your face. What for? I knew the guy was going to make it. There's no doubt. I was thinking about what we were going to do at halftime. That's where my mind went, because I know it was going through the uprights.
Any updates on Boss or Mitchell?
Nothing right now. I think tomorrow we'll be able to have more for you.
Before leaving to Denver, you talked about all of the players that you were excited about and all the things you were leading up to the game that had you excited. Are you aware of how much excitement this first win has created for the Bay Area, for Raider fans, just people watching the game in general?
Honestly, Jeanette, I'm not. I would hope it has. I truly believe and talk about all the time about representing this city, the organization, Raider Nation, our fans, everybody the right way, and our reality is winning, and losing, and I don't care how we win. I want everybody to understand in this room. Whether we have 540 yards of offense or we have 2. Whether we have 10 sacks or we have none. At the end of the game, we want to have one more point than the other team. And that's what this is truly all about. Because when they look back weeks from now, nobody's going to say, well, you threw for 100 yards and you rushed for 190 and you what? They want to say you won. So that's what I'm all about, and I hope everybody understand that this is a process that you go through as a football team. I mean, there's 16 other teams that are sitting at home right now wishing they had won, and we were one of 7 teams that traveled, that were on the road, that went on the road and won football games in other teams' stadium. And to me, that's a tremendous accomplishment. So I would hope that the fans and all of our fans, this organization, everybody's excited about what this team is. I said it, and I'm going to keep saying it. The time's now. I'm not backing down from that. I'm not backing down from what we're trying to become. We're going to become it, and we're well on our way to establishing that.
You're now being asked to go on the road again.
Let's go.
To start the NFL season with 2 road games in 7 days, both on the road. What is the most important factor in you being able to accomplish that?
Prepare. Rest and prepare. We got another mission. Our mission's Buffalo. They're coming off a huge win. It's going to be their home opener. And no different than last night. I mean, we're going to take their best shot, and we got to be ready to go.
If you win, you then have, I'm good on math, you have 80 or 14 remaining games at home. Mm-hmm. So what would it mean to start 2-0 2 road?
It would be, it's a goal. It's something that we hope to accomplish. It would mean a ton to this football team. That's the plan. We're not going there with any other plan other than that. This schedule that was made for us, we knew about it a long time ago. So we're not going to run from it. We understand what the situation is. We know we got to travel. We know that we're going back east. We know we're playing a team that's 1-0 also, and a team that played very well in Kansas City. So we understand what the mission is.
Were you surprised by that Bills-Chiefs result?
No. Honestly not. I mean, I think obviously Buffalo played really well, and I'm sure Kansas City didn't play as well as they could. So I'm not surprised in the National Football League by anything that happens. I think the team that plays the best that day normally wins, and that's the way it works.
The way that your quarterback closed down the game, what did he show you?
Who? I'm sorry?
The way Jason closed down the game.
The way he closed the game down. Jason's the leader of this offensive football team, and they follow him. And he was able to, again, you know, I send little subliminal messages through that little mic through to him, but he gives the guys in that huddle what he wants to give them, you know, and he was able to urge that group on to finish the game, and that's what this is all about. I mean, you have to, as a quarterback, get guys to play at a higher level, and he was able to do that. They finished the game the way we hope to finish every game, in victory formation.
I noticed that Campbell would sprint to the line of scrimmage, which I didn't see a lot last year. Is that something that you've put in to get them a little bit more into it?
Well, it's our tempo. You know, we like to go fast. We're still not, as I told you guys a long time ago, we're not going as fast as I like for us to go. We're still working through some kinks that way. But we like to have a fast tempo, and we'll continue to stress that.
You said, you know, you're not surprised by anything in the NFL, but what about Giordano? You know, a guy who was cut, comes back and has a interception, forces a fumble, made a lot of plays.
Right. You'll be surprised. I'm sure you guys will talk to him. The day we cut him, I had a great conversation with him in my office. And I wasn't going to be surprised if he showed back up here, and neither was he. And he told me this is a place he would want to be if he could get back. I mean, I've competed against him on other teams. He's a tremendous football player. When he got cut, the numbers just didn't add up for him. And obviously, after going back through the roster, it did. And I'm glad to have him back. He made some tremendous football plays. He's a tremendous football player. And when I say that, I'm not saying that he's better than the other guys we have him, but to have him on our team and playing for our football team and doing what he did last night, it speaks for itself what kind of person, what kind of character he has.
The Raiders have always seemed to start off really good and get a good lead, and that was the case during the preseason.
They have?
Well,
when?
well, okay.
Come on, didn't they? Isn't there a record in opening games? What is it? That one in...
Well, yesterday, you guys had a good lead, and Denver was
because it was 16-3 at halftime.
Right,
is that what you're saying?
Right.
Okay.
And preseason was very similar.
Preseason?
Well,
we're 0-4.
Well, you were 0-4 because toward the end, they came back and they won.
Oh, okay.
So what's some of the things that you're telling the team to avoid that? Because you won 23-20, which was...
Let's win.
It's just...
Let's just win,
I know
baby.
you're celebrating the win, but what
just
is
win,
Are you addressing
baby.
anything to say, let's not make it that torture?
That's pro football.
Okay.
That's just pro football. I think we know that every game is not going to be 50 to whatever. I mean, that's just the way it goes. I mean, I don't care what the score is. I just want to win. That's all. I don't care about anything else other than winning.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay. You're pulling the plug. That's it.
One more. If I was writing this down correctly, you said you sent subliminal messages to Jason through the headphones? You sent subliminal messages?
You got to be on that other end of that headset to feel those. Then you would know. No, trust me. There's some things that go on through that headset you don't know about. Let me tell you.
Hey, Coach, how about you? You're a rookie head coach. You just got your first NFL win. I mean, does the post-game meal taste better? Do you sleep better? I mean, can you enjoy?
I haven't slept. The meal was horrible. Okay? I've been watching Buffalo, so I don't feel good right now because they beat the team that they played really badly. So right now, I got some issues, you know, and I got to address them. It's going to take me probably till Sunday to start feeling good again.
Thank you.
All right.
That note.